Welcome back, guys, to Sensei and the Pupil. I'm Cray. I got Dev with me.
Hey guys.
We got Paul up here.
I'm gonna devour you.
He's going to devour us.
Yeah.
Do with that what you will, guys.
Pause.
We are going to be reviewing Blue Lock today. You saw the thumbnail. You've probably heard of the anime. You've probably seen it on TikTok, blowing up your Facebook posts, all over your Instagram.
Probably one of our most anticipated,
Yeah.
animes to review.
Yes, it was. For
Sure.
me especially. Because I've been looking out for this one, waiting for it to finish. And it finally did. And Devin chose it. He did it again. Got us another 10 out of 10. And we're going to get to why it's 10 out of 10.
Or not.
Or not.
Or not.
Blue Lock is a sports anime about soccer. Football.
Yeah, about the football.
A beautiful game. Guys, give me your favorite moment from this beautiful anime we watched called Blue Lock.
You guys go ahead and.
Okay, I'll go first. I'll go
I know my
first.
moment, but I just.
My favorite moment is kind of a two-parter. Only, but same character. It's with the pink-haired goddess speedster Chisaki
Hiyoma.
Hiyoma. So
Chigiri.
Chigiri.
My bad.
Chigiri.
He looks like a girl. I thought
He
it was
is.
Chisaki.
They call him Princess like every other time.
Right.
On the sub, they call him Princess.
So he was a former speedster who hurt his leg and was afraid to play to
Tore his
full
ACL.
potential.
Tore his
Yeah.
ACL.
Yeah,
Serious injury.
Bad.
Yes.
But in his reawakening in the middle of a match, he decided, hey, what's the point of playing the game if I don't give it my all? So he just runs. He does a Forrest Gump and just runs so fast. That's not the real part that I want to mention. That was just reawakening. The part that I want to mention is that he upped his speed in the middle of the match with the top three of the whole tournament. Later on in maybe it's the later half of the anime.
The last big match they did.
Right.
Besides the All-Star, yeah.
Right. So he turned it up, and his whole problem is he can't turn. He can't turn with the ball. He's going too fast. So what does he do? He kicks it mid-run and goes even faster and dribbles the ball and scores. Like that, he awakened his own monster with his speed, and it was so sick how he did that.
It seems kind of obvious too. Like some of these moves that they have to think about in their mind.
Right.
In sports anime, there's always a moment when they're doing an action and they stop to think about it and all the options they could do and the ways.
Right.
And sometimes it's really funny because it's just simple as kick the ball forward.
Yeah, but they're in high school, bro. So chill out, all right? They're just in high school.
They're figuring it out. He's definitely trans, right? They're figuring it out.
I mean,
and Paul, you didn't mention also, and I didn't mention it either. In this world of soccer, of Blue Lock, everybody is strikers. They're all forwards. They're all the guys who shoot and score. The ultimate ego-filled people. And this guy, they're egoists. This guy named Ego Jinpachi, of course, wants to create Japan's first World Cup winning team.
Right. So he takes a bunch of kids from high schools and locks them up. He locks them up in a facility and doesn't let them come out until they're the best soccer players in Japan.
Correct. And every kid has a special weapon that they use, whether it's jumping better, whether it's processing things, whether it's speed. Hiyoma's a speed.
They have a special attribute.
Yes, a special attribute. And I love that aspect of this show because every sports anime kind of does that, but they never really mention it. Even in Haikyuu, which is the volleyball one.
I love it.
Paul loves that one. We may watch it one day.
No, we will.
The main character's special ability is he can jump super high.
Yeah.
And in volleyball, that's everything. Getting above your person. But I don't think they explicitly mention it a lot. Like, this is your weapon. They just kind of we know he jumps.
Notice it. So
we know he jumps.
That's the other anime. That's the other anime.
Yeah, this one hyper focuses on their abilities, and I love it. I love that. I'm sure Devin does too. Devin, what's your favorite moment?
My favorite moment is they're going through this whole Blue Lock, trying to figure out who's trying to become the best striker, and once they make it basically past the first round, they have to go up against the World Five. The first stage. Sorry,
second stage. Second stage is
that's correct. So once they make it past the second stage, they go up against the World Five, and you've seen these guys, going against each other for a while, and you're thinking these guys, have surpass their limits, and now these guys are badass
Devin,
soccer
high school
players.
Devin,
kids,
who's the
yeah.
world's five? What is the world's five?
I'm getting there. So these kids are, you're thinking these kids are badass soccer players, right?
Mhm.
And then for the next stage, before the next stage, they had to go up against the world five, and that kind of
Mhm.
and that test lets you know kind of how far they are from reaching their goal.
Exactly.
So they had to go against the world five, which are players. I don't think they're the top 5 players of the world, but they're
some of they're like
but
the
they're,
best.
yeah,
Yeah, in their position.
No.
So these guys are elite of the
Yeah.
of
Top
everybody
tier.
in the world.
Top tier.
Exactly. So they go against these guys, and
Get humbled.
Yeah. If in the beginning they put up 1 goal,
Yep.
and then you realize that these guys weren't even trying against them at all.
Of course.
They weren't taking them seriously at all.
Good old anime.
And then once they scored that goal on them, that was over basically for them.
Yeah.
So and they just got demolished.
Yes, and not only that, but those top 5 were hilarious. They were all
Oh
great.
yeah, they're the coolest characters in the whole anime, pretty much.
They're up there. They're
the British
great.
guys. The British guys like, oh, I'm not into men, just so you know, so you can get away from me. Like,
Yeah, so don't get too close to me when you're guarding
don't
me.
get too close. Oh,
Yeah,
you
but
also get introduced to the top young player. What's that kid's name?
He was 17 as well. He was their
Right,
age as well.
right.
The black kid.
I see him in the next season for sure, or one of the
Maybe.
seasons.
Maybe. What were you saying, Dev?
No.
Okay. Paul cut you off. I was trying to.
Oh yeah, I'm
No,
sorry.
no.
Okay. Awesome. No, yeah, I actually really like that humbling moment too, because like you said, we watched 20 episodes of them like getting better and chess piecing their way to wins, and just to get slapped in the face by these. Not even one of them's not even the same age. I like that too. I love when anime does that. Kind of.
I like how they showed off each of the World 5 players. Each of them had their own like little turn to show exactly how much more advanced their special skill is than one of these blue lock scrubs.
I love it. And
these
the fact
kids, these kids, because remember the World 5's like they're all 30.
Yeah, they are. They're older. Why are these 5 even helping Japan create the best forward?
Paid.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. They
Yeah,
pay
they
him a
pay
lot
like
of money. That's
$1
right.
million or something.
Oh, I think
No, it was $1 million for each goal that they scored.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like $100
okay.
million
Yeah.
to do it.
Yep. It was a crazy money.
Dang.
Some Ronaldo money just to come play with some kids. I'll take that too. Wait, not like that.
Yeah, pause. What's wrong with you, man?
Whoa. My favorite moment was probably when Barrow awakened. We all remember it. Barrow is one of the best goal scorers, best all-around players in Blue Lock.
Yeah.
But he can't work with other people. He's not a good teammate.
He's a king, though.
He's the king, yeah.
He's the king.
Come on.
He calls himself king. He's Barrow. That's just his whole persona. He's like the tall, stoic kind of, but also easily angered badass. And he's getting bodied by the other team they're playing, and even his own teammates are outplaying him. They're using him as a pawn piece to just draw people out. And in his frustration, he almost gave up and said, "Fine, I'll finally pass it." And while he's kicking it, he had a mental mind break, time lapse, memory backflash. He said, "No." What do you say?
I'm not trash or something like
He
that.
said,
I
"I'm
don't
not
know
a
what he
donkey" or
said.
some bullshit, and kicked the ball. And he started going. He did chop feints, did some super soccer moves that are super intricate to do. It got past everybody. It was so cool. The art was so cool. I'm gonna stop talking about it, but it was like dark and black trails following him, and I'll be the villain, and it's just so sick. Loved it. You're gonna see it right here too. It's fire.
I just think I think he was like one of the coolest characters.
Yeah, let's just jump into favorite characters. Who's your favorite character, Dev?
I mean, there was a lot of good characters in here.
So many good characters. So many.
The main character,
Isagi was
he
your favorite?
Rebuilding himself the whole entire time.
Dude, that's cool.
That was so fucking awesome too. Yeah, that was so awesome, dude.
What was his friend when he got in there?
Bachira.
Bachira.
Bachira dribbler.
Cool. You got a lot of his story,
Yes, you
so
did.
that's a good one.
They introduced him really good too. Like he was obviously better than everybody in his team, kind of right. Like he was the best one. He was like
he slept during the first little part of the little trial. He's sleeping, waiting for like someone to meet his pass or something like that.
That's kind of anime's thing, though. They always have somebody sleepy. That's always the best. And
yeah.
But my favorite character would be Nagi. I'm
Okay.
gonna go with
Silver
Nagi.
hair? Talking about silver?
Okay.
Yeah,
Body
'cause-
control Nagi.
yeah. He's just he was in the beginning. He was just nonchalant. Wasn't really serious about playing soccer. He only did it just because Ren wanted him to. Right?
Rayo.
Yeah,
Right.
Rayo
Yeah.
wanted him
Rayo.
to.
Correct.
Um,
Everything was so boring in his life.
yeah.
So
So
they found soccer.
so in this, he has an awakening to where he ends up losing,
Yes.
and then he didn't like that.
Mhm.
So that's kind of what drives his character.
That's real
And,
life.
and he
He
went from
just
being
left Rayo. He's left him.
He did to get stronger. That's real life, dog. That's real life shit. He lost and he got better.
He went from being this like lazy kind of guy to like super serious and
Yes.
like really goal driven.
I liked him too because he just got into soccer 2 months ago, from when the
Right.
Blue Lock started. He barely played soccer, and
He's our prodigy already.
I do like those prodigy characters that don't care because they're just so strong. I like those guys because they always get humbled, and they usually come back, as an integral piece to winning whenever you got. I like those characters.
Right.
He's like a Frieza. No, not like a Frieza. That's a bad example. Cool. Nagi's devs. Paul.
I know it's cliche, but I'm gonna have to
Isagi.
choose. Yeah, I'm gonna have to choose. But here's the reason why I
I would
choose
choose him
Isagi
too.
though. Here's the reason why. He has limitless potential. He keeps
Yeah.
rebuilding himself. He's like the perfect. He's like Kakashi. He can copycat everybody's move and use it in a better way that you never even thought of the way that they would have used it until he does it. Even the character he takes the moves from, they even say that like, oh, he took my move. I never would have used it that way, or oh, he used it better than me. Like he does it every
Right.
time.
Yeah, no, Isagi's sick, especially his little like reforming, like you said
Puzzle
earlier, Paul.
pieces.
Yeah, that was so like such a good visual to see.
It is.
I'll just keep if you're not gonna change, I'll keep rebuilding myself. I'm like, oh, I love Isagi, bro.
And then how he gets like he actually becomes a sort of monster himself. He becomes more.
He's been a
Baro
monster.
than
I think he's
Baro.
been a monster. He's been a monster the whole time.
But just that scene where he put down Baro mid-match, like, "Oh, you're trash or scum. Get out of my way!" Like that was
one of the best
sick,
scenes.
dude.
One of the best scenes
So
in
sick.
the show for me. Yeah.
He broke Baro for a second. No,
Oh, dude. Yes, love Isagi, but I'm gonna go Baro because I have a soft spot for those.
You passed to me.
Those like, I have a soft spot for those like tough characters that like.
Self-proclaimed king. You know, when you call yourself the king, you gotta be a badass character, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and then he stayed the same. Even though when he thought he was gonna change, he stayed the same, but just evolved his staying the same. I love Baro. He's top 50 characters for me. Gotta be.
I thought it was funny how he kind of became friends too with all of them. Like when they were living together, he became a little bit softer.
Oh yeah. He's like meticulous.
Yeah.
Like things dirty or misplaced. Yeah, he's a weird guy.
Trash. Yeah.
Guys, I think all of our waifu was the lady, that main lady who was telling the Japan delegates what the plan was for
Like
Blue Lock.
secretary.
Whatever she was. She was
So,
cute.
You guys have like any
I
like
think
high
she
hopes
could-
or plans for the next season?
You hear Debbie said Chigiri's is waifu.
I mean,
What were you saying?
no, I was saying that I have a few like
Okay.
if you guys have plans or like theories about the next season, because there's a lot at the end. At the end of this match, at the end of the season, there's a lot of stuff to.
Yes, last episode we see everybody's going to stage 3,
Right.
the teams of 5, and we see some familiar faces, but we see a lot of faces we haven't never seen, probably more than we've actually seen. And yeah, and which is cool. We get a bunch of new faces. Our boy didn't make it, Kunigami. Probably a fan. He's probably like my 4th favorite character.
He's been with them since stage 1. He was the
Pretty much,
original
yeah.
on
He's
the
the hero,
original
man.
team that they were on.
He's Ichigo. That's what he looks like to me.
He does.
Over
look
tear,
into-
tall, righteous Ichigo. He's Ichigo. Yes, Kunigami didn't make it. Some guys made it that we didn't want to see make it. There is one man with pink and yellow hair who hopped up to kick. Was it Isagi in the face?
Yeah.
Yes.
He jumped up to kick him in the face right upon meeting him. He's probably going to be the big villain, right?
I would imagine he'd have to be pretty good at soccer to be able to.
Jump up and just kick him for no reason.
Yeah.
You have to be good at soccer to do that. Kind of.
I mean,
And
if
if you
you're
notice-
gonna introduce a character like that, you gotta he's gotta be able to back it up.
That's true.
on the field.
That's true.
So
And if
true.
you notice, he was in the spot where what's his name was supposed to be. The hero was supposed to be our
Kunigami
hero.
should have been
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
So that kind of gives you a
they
little
make you hate him.
foreshadowing.
Yep.
They make you hate him
Right
for
off
that.
the
Yeah.
bat. Right off the bat. His actions, the whole Kunigami thing, he's gonna be a problem. And I cannot wait till the next season, guys. Oh, I love this
Yeah.
anime. Paul, what were your theories?
Well, that alone, he's definitely gonna face him at some point. He's gonna have a rematch against the bowl cut hair guy
Yeah,
who
yeah.
he beat in the first round. He's gonna have
His
he has to
eyes,
have a rematch
that
with him.
guy, curly hair.
Because he has like the same kind of like field perception powers as
Mhm.
he does, and kind of rebuilds
Hawkeye.
himself as well. Other than that, I mean, the Big Five have to come back at some point.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to be at the end of this season. Like maybe the winners that form their own final five team will, take them on. Who knows?
My theory, just jumping right off of what you just said. Do you remember Rin has a brother, the pink-haired guy who's like one of the best young players in the U20?
Yeah.
Rin has a brother. Rin is one of the best players in
And
this
he
Blue
wants
Lock.
to beat him.
He's got to beat his brother, and he's looking at his brother's shadow, but he's the best player in Blue Lock. Pretty
Right.
much. Isagi only beat him by chance.
Even,
Oh, no, they
even the
lost.
Big Five,
They
even the
lost.
Big Five
Yeah.
mentioned that too. The Big
Yes,
Five
that
mentioned
last match they lost.
Just like your
Isagi.
brother.
That's what I think's gonna happen. It's gonna be his brother, the young black kid who's young too from the World 5,
Right.
and maybe 2 or 3 other people versus the top 5 of Blue Lock is what I'm seeing. Because he's got to
That'd be
battle his
cool.
brother, right?
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
Yeah.
They wouldn't mention it if it
Like,
wasn't like
he
part
super
of it.
important. Yeah,
he would fight his brother. Isagi would face that 17-year-old again because he kind of humiliated him
to.
at the end.
It's got to.
And yeah.
It's got to. I'm so hyped, guys. Let's go ahead and just rate this thing.
Devin, you didn't have a theory? Devin, no?
Oh.
No theory?
No, I don't have any theories.
Okay.
No, just waiting.
Do you think maybe that they might switch from soccer to football or something? Your wild theory.
No, they might go challenge Kuroko
Yeah.
5-on-5. Jabberwockies
cool.
against
because they're. I mean, so far these games have only been played like up to like 5-on-5.
5-on-5,
Pretty
5
much.
points, quick shots, get them in, no defense whatsoever.
I don't know. Could happen.
Let's rate this thing, guys. So I'm gonna start it off. I love sports animes. There are a few sports anime that I hold in high regard. I'm putting this one right up there. It's a 10 for me. I just love this thing, man. To the bottom of my core. The pacing, everything. Just the character building, story building. They're inside of a freaking soccer field for 24 episodes.
Right.
A closed wall soccer field, and I loved it. Everything.
All of it. Yeah.
10 out of 10. Dev?
I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay.
Just because I just feel like
If you keep giving 8s, it's not going to be credible.
I don't
Give it 8 earlier, too.
Well, I mean, it's on the same level.
Okay.
You know, it's on the same level. But sports animes are capped for me. You
They're
know,
what?
they're capped.
Oh,
I feel like because you can only your power levels can only go so far. You know, it's
right.
And like the whole entire thinking, like they have like so much thought process, like before they make their move. It's just too much. It's just too much time for me.
That
Yeah.
usually turns me off. But this Blue Lock did it really good. That's why I like it. Kuroko's way slower.
I agree.
Yeah.
But
like the green.
But
yeah.
that's why I give it an 8.
Okay.
It was probably probably the best sports anime that I've watched
I wouldn't
so far. So
argue with that
You
at this
give it an
point.
8. Huh.
So yeah. So I'm gonna give it. I mean,
Okay.
there's other only because there's other things that I would prefer to watch over, a sports anime.
Kuroko,
I mean,
Kuroko
if
or
I-
Blue Lock.
If
Blue
I
Lock.
called anything the best sports anime that I've watched so far, I wouldn't give it an 8.
Dude, it's just not my genre.
Yeah, he's not.
It's just not my genre.
He's also
No, it's
rated.
okay.
We also got to rate it against every other anime
Yeah.
we've seen. That's commit our
You're right.
ratings forever. So
You're right.
it could be as 10 sports anime, but 8
That's
anime forever.
true. Which that's why I'm gonna give it because like Craig said, it's joined the upper pantheon of sports animes. Kuroko, Haikyuu, Blue Lock. You're gonna put Blue Lock in the list
Blue Lock is right
of
there.
good sports animes.
It's above Kuroko.
Well,
That's me saying that. That's
an
me
opinion.
saying that.
That's an opinion because
I
here's
read
the
that
thing.
thing.
We haven't reviewed Haikyuu yet, and Devin might be like, "Oh, I'll give it a 10."
I
That
think
short
Devin-
guy can jump.
I think Devin will like Haikyuu because
I
he
think
likes
he will
Violet
too.
Evergarden.
I think,
So-
yeah, and there's
Actually,
plenty of
I like
emotion in there
Yep,
and
there's
stakes.
a lot of that bullshit. Not enough volleyball.
You're
Okay,
crazy.
10. You gave it a 10, Paul?
You're crazy. I don't know. Yeah, I
You
give
give
it
it
a
10?
10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, if you agree with us, let us know in the comment section. Hit us with a like. Hit us with a subby. Hit the bell. We love y'all. I'm Cray. That's Dev.
Later.
And Paul.
We out. Paul is up there floating.
No,
We
yeah,
out.
I'm here. I'm here.
We out later.